So it has been 10 days since my last LEGO Star Wars 2023 news/leaks video. So that being said, there's definitely some things I missed. In today's video, I'll be covering all of that and a little bit more. Let's get into it. So yes, welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars video. In today's video, like I said, this will be a quick little update as to every single piece of LEGO Star Wars 2023 news and leaks that I've missed in the past 10 days. As I was at Brickworld Chicago 2023. Luckily, there was not too much stuff, that was too urgent to cover. I was still posting a little bit over my Instagram, of course, and, kind of giving my thoughts. But we have a couple little pieces of Star Wars stuff I want to cover. So that being said, let's get into the first one. The very first thing here, we actually have a confirmation as to a release date of a certain LEGO Star Wars set, that being the ATTE foil bag or paper bag. We actually had a leaked image of the actual, paper bag itself, I believe about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago now, but we were not too sure when it was actually going to come out. It's kind of one of those things, usually when these foil bags, or again, paper bags get revealed, there's the actual date above them, and we kind of have a rough timeline as to when we can expect them, but now it is confirmed that July 2023, the paper bag for some specific countries, Europe, we're looking at like Denmark, Germany, Poland, a couple countries like that. You guys will be getting an ATTE paper bag, which, again, no minifigure in there, but anything prequel orientated, anything Clone Wars, related, especially something like this, the first time they've ever done a paper bag ATTE, I definitely don't mind it too much. It'll definitely be one of those I'll be picking up, probably one or two of eventually, not going crazy of, but I'm a personal pretty big fan of it. So here's the first piece of news for today. Next up, I just want to let you guys all know, over on JB Spielwarren's YouTube channel, he actually has a bunch of in-person reviews, in-hand reviews of the August 1st sets, that being stuff like the 332nd Battle Pack, the Yavin 4, the Yoda Starfighter, the Mechs. So I do strongly encourage you to actually go check out his full-length reviews, so you can kind of get every last detail and, kind of have a good time over there. But what I do want to say, the only thing in this video I want to bring up, probably the most important for most people, is the Boba Fett from the Mech set actually has a brand new face print. So, like I said before, guys, it's not necessarily going to bring down the value of the old one. Values aren't everything, but for what it's worth, this brand new minifigure here, I will admit, it's damn near perfect. Give us the cloth, and at that point, it's pretty much perfect. But, yeah, so I just want to update you guys on that. Definitely go check out his reviews if you guys are interested in doing so. Next up, I want to really quickly cover this. We actually have our first look at the Morgan Elsbeth minifigure that's coming in the new, mystery $100 Ahsoka set. There's definitely some key points, we're all kind of leaning towards. I think we all can kind of come to a consensus and kind of understand what that set will be, but we actually have a couple brand new minifigures in there, and this is our first look at one. We actually have, the hairpiece, the headpiece, and also the torso for Morgan Elsbeth, and let me just tell you, this minifigure is definitely looking really nice. Again, I love it when LEGO, gets us these minifigures and make them actually look, accurate to the source material. Unlike a certain someone that I'll go over really quickly next right here. So really quickly, I just want to say, again, I actually did get a couple Captain Vaughn's in person before Brickworld. Actually, I brought one there. The one thing I can say, you guys kind of know my opinions on Vaughn. I'm not going to backtrack on that. I will stand where I stand on that opinion. I will forever stand by it. Nothing can really change my mind. They did not do the minifigure well. And another thing that kind of sucks with Vaughn is he's not a very good foosball goalie. I can tell you that. I'll put a little clip up. He lost the game for me and a couple other people there. But, getting into the serious talk, though, what I do want to say, I do want to show you guys a quick comparison as to, again, the official how Captain Vaughn will come. I'm going to do some close-ups here. And then just how a little bit of just purest parts that are very easy for LEGO to do, how it could really kind of change the perception of how Vaughn looks, at least in my opinion. I know, the dark red visor doesn't really float everyone's boat, but what I do got to say is you can't deny the fact that when you compare both these minifigures side by side, whether you like, the updated one or not, or the official one or not, I think you guys can come to a consensus, at least I hope, that, by them including, say, a dark red visor, maybe some blue arms, preferably some dark red on the chin, but even just these two little quick things here that are, again, purest parts that LEGO can make in an instant. Doesn't cost them anything new, no new molds, no extra cost. You can't tell me it doesn't actually just make it look like, LEGO gave more care to the minifigure than this one over here, on the right side that you guys will be seeing on the video. But yeah, there's a quick look at it. I got to admit, when I first put these blue arms on and this dark red visor on, it really does look good, man. I got to be honest with you. It really does transfer the minifigure's perception to one that, again, not perfect, not 100% accurate still. Definitely missing some stuff on the helmet, of course. Definitely missing some visor print, but I think these nice 2 quick additions really does help the minifigure. And just, a little personal plug, I guess. I will be selling these dark red visors on my Bricklink store here soon, probably beginning of next week. So if you guys want to hold out, grab a couple from my store, help support the channel. There's a little shameless plug right there. But yeah, nonetheless, what I do got to say is, there's my thoughts on Vaughn. Kind of the last thing I'll bring up about him until I get the set in person, and we'll kind of go from there. But I do highly recommend, those 2 purest, little changes, and you'll probably be pretty satisfied. Last up, I do want to bring up, this is not a Star Wars thing, but really quickly, what about that El Dorado set, guys? Again, you guys might not know, but I'm a pretty big pirate fan, at least like in the Lego space. I don't really, I've never watched Pirates of the Caribbean. I've never, I don't really care too much about like real life pirate activities and stuff. But, the El Dorado set, that was actually a set that my brother, had when he was growing up. And, when he kind of passed down his, bulk collection back when I was like 7 or 8 years old, the El Dorado base plate and most of the parts were in there. And what I do got to say is, for kind of nostalgic purposes a little bit, also kind of just the fact I think it's a fantastic deal, $215. And I really do think it looks like a great set. Pretty much almost like a pitch perfect remake. Again, I'm always a big sentimental guy for those raised base plates, but Lego just doesn't do that anymore. But what I do got to say is that will be a day 1 pickup. That's just kind of another thing. I don't talk too much about non-Lego Star Wars stuff on the channel, but that is a day 1 pickup at the Lego store for me. Definitely leave your thoughts down below on El Dorado. Do you guys like that set or not? Then one last thing, really quickly, there was a couple other things I did here at Brick World. I was talking to about 3 or 4 people. Shout out to you guys, and I know some of you guys do watch my videos out of U4. They're kind of brand new friends, I guess, of the channel, and I do appreciate you guys a whole bunch. I can't say anything that they were really talking about, but what I can say at least to get you guys excited, is all of it was positive stuff. Basically some of the stuff that we weren't too sure of, for the rest of 2023, and even a little bit going into 2024. Some of the kind of uncertainties I can say is I've got a positive outlook on everything now, and of that, whatever that means to you guys, definitely kind of, think however you want. But I definitely did hear some pretty good things, and hopefully I can cover it pretty soon. But that is everything for today's video. Nice little update here. Nothing too crazy, but it was fun kind of doing another one of these. Again, it's been 10 days since I filmed the last one. I would assume pretty soon here, probably, first week of July, we're going to start seeing some pretty heavy stuff, actually come out involving the September sets, and possibly even the Venator here soon. In 3 or 4 weeks or a month or so. So as always, stay subscribed to the channel if you guys want the all the updates on new future Lego Star Wars products, and Brick World Chicago haul tomorrow. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys, and stay safe.